Hi, everyone. It's Sunday evening. You know what time it is. It's Region Weather Live time. We're going to talk about our 4th of July holiday. That's weird to me because it feels like we just started June and we just started summer, unofficial summer after Memorial Day. But we're talking 4th of July already. So we've got a pretty good idea of how the forecast is going to shake out next weekend in terms of frontal boundaries and temperatures and all that. So we'll take you through that. We're also going to talk about our drought. Obviously, some of us did pick up some rain over the last couple days. It was short-lived, but we had some pretty heavier downpours, especially about 24 hours ago around here. So we'll talk about the haves and the have-nots, and really where we're going from there in terms of rainfall. We'll be in the search of rain this week, all in this Sunday evening edition of Region Weather Live. We've gotten some really good feedback on that intro. I hope you appreciate it. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I want to say hi to Derek. Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining us here on this Sunday night. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It was certainly another summer-like weekend around here. I feel like a slob today. I just got done on a run, and I haven't taken a shower yet. Doesn't matter. And I'm on vacation this week, which is kind of cool. I'm doing 2 vacations this summer. We have another one in a couple weeks where we're actually going somewhere. This is a staycation, so it's just me and the kids. My wife is here too. She works from home, but so I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be kind of good, but I'm probably not going to take a lot of showers. Let's be honest. So there's that. But anyway, I hope some of you are finding some time to vacation, whether you're going destination-wise or you're staying close to home. Either way, it's always good to take some time off work. And I appreciate it. A couple of you sent me a message last night. We had the Great Lakes Emmy Awards ceremony. We did not go to the actual ceremony. It was in Indianapolis. But I won my second Emmy today. So we're going to add one to the shelf for best weathercasts, best weather coverage. How about that? So super happy about that. Again, awards are awards. I'll do my job regardless, but it is nice to be recognized for stuff like that. So we took home the best weathercast award last night. Kind of cool. All right. Not for region weather. Trust me, this is a circus. You guys know that. But this is for the TV side of things. So there you go. All right, I got to thank our sponsors real quick. We'll get into the forecast. I don't want to waste your time, but our sponsors keep the show for free, so we love them to death. Grieger's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Valparaiso. They've got all their new summer Jeeps on the line. A lot of you have driven by and seen them. And I had someone actually message me and said they actually went to look on the lot, and they do have some great Jeeps in store. They weren't quite ready to buy, but that's not our concern. Whatever you happen to do, take your business to Grieger's. They're great. They've been supporting us since January, so we love them to death. Tiger Plumbing has our tip of the week this week. Those flushable wipes that they say are flushable, you don't want to flush those. The thing that should be going down your toilet is, and toilet paper. All right, those are the only 2 things. So anything else, put it in the trash, right? Don't put it in the toilet. There you go. So I always love their facts, but tigerplumbing.net's the place to go. So many of you have used them. If you need a plumber, normally we don't need plumbers, right? But if you do, reach out to Tiger Plumbing. They're just fantastic. They come out for free. We've had numerous 5-star reviews from them for region weather. So they are a perfect fit with us, and they're a local family-owned business, which is great. So we thank Tiger Plumbing for all they do for us. Okay, let's get into the forecast, shall we? Here is, in terms of how much rain we've had, and this is basically the rain we got pretty much last night. Late last night is when we saw those thunderstorms really develop. And a lot of you said how prolific the lightning was with that. There were quite a few lightning strike with it. That's a sign that you have a well-organized thunderstorm and that you have, updrafts and downdrafts enough to, bump the hail and the particles together up above. But it also means you have a storm that can produce some heavy rain, and that's what we saw. So the haves, in terms of the rainfall, the glorious rainfall we got, Lake County, Porter County, and LaPorte County. The have-nots, Newton, Jasper, and Stark County. You barely saw anything over the last 24 hours. So we needed to get rain from this. We got it. And again, that's going to put a little dent in the drought in Lake and Porter counties. And it's not all the counties. See where the heaviest rain was, stretching pretty much right along US 30 there, heading over towards Valparaiso. Maryville's included in that, just south of the Hammond area. So that's where we saw some of the heaviest rain. That stretches up into LaPorte. So some of our bigger cities, so to speak, in Northwest Indiana saw the rain out of this, but you get a couple miles outside of that, we didn't see much at all. And you see how sparse it was down in Newton, Jasper County. Rensselaer barely picked up a tenth of an inch of rain. And a couple of spots down there didn't see much either. And it kind of faded as you headed off towards the east. Meanwhile, back in Illinois, they had some flood warnings from this. I mean, it was too much of a good thing in spots, at least too much in a hurry. So that's who saw the rain. That's about it until we get to probably Thursday, Friday. In terms of the drought monitor, this is the latest drought monitor out. This gets released on Thursday, so we won't see an update till Thursday on this. But here's the state of Indiana. Yellow area. Remember, we've been talking about this last couple of weeks. I mean, you don't need a meteorologist to tell you it's dry and that it's been dry and that we need rain. But if we had to put some numbers or some terms on it, the drought prediction says, abnormally dry in the yellow areas. That includes all of our counties, except for northern LaPorte County, but it's dry there too. And then you notice the moderate drought that's crept up as you get a little bit further down towards the south, down towards Lafayette. We're dealing with moderate drought, which is a little bit harder to get out of. Drought kind of feeds drought. So if we have dry soil, storms come by, and they'll drop rain, but a lot of times storms will feed on the evaporation. So if you have a lot of water in the soil or the plants, big streams and creeks, a lot of that evaporates and will help feed more rain. Whereas if you have a large area of drought, which we're, getting close to developing across the plain states, you tend to get these systems that come in and a lot of that evaporates before it hits the ground. So we do not want to get in a drought situation because that can tend to prolong more of a drought situation and bring more heat as well. In terms of the state of Indiana, here's some of the numbers. Right now, we have 43% of the state that's abnormally dry. Last week, we had 5%. So that's what we've been talking about in terms of you go dry long enough this time of year when you have the hot sun and the high sun angle. We went from 5% of the state that was in an abnormally dry situation to 43%. That's a rapid increase. We had 0% of the state that was in a moderate drought. We now have 2.4%. So those are numbers that we're going to keep an eye on. The rain certainly helped, again, for Lake Porter and LaPorte counties. But, I have a feeling, especially as we get to Thursday, we're not going to see any more rain. Newton, Jasper, Stark counties, we may see this moderate drought start to creep up into those counties as well. Whereas we'll probably stay abnormally dry in our northern counties, but we may see a little improvement, maybe go back to none for at least a week or so. So let's talk fast forward in terms of the forecasts, in terms of rain and our chances for it. And I also want to highlight our 4th of July weekend as well. So here's the frontal boundary that just went by. That frontal boundary that produced the rain yesterday. We had some much needed rain, the Tennessee Valley all the way up towards New York. That's long gone. Good news about this front. So sure, we're going to go dry this week. We're going to see a lot of sunshine. This week is going to be picture perfect. And I don't just mean that in terms of the sunshine. Temperatures will start to rebound, as we'll see here. But the dew points, the humidity is going to remain very low this week. It's going to be great. It really is, especially for the last week of June heading into July. You typically get some humidity. We're not going to have the humidity until really 4th of July weekend. So in terms of rain, nothing. Big old high pressure across the Great Lakes. That's Monday. There's Tuesday. Wednesday, the system starts to come in from the north. This is going to be what sets the stage for the weekend. There's going to be a frontal boundary that comes in from the north. It'll settle somewhere across Indiana and Illinois and Ohio, and it'll kind of waffle back and forth. We see that pattern a lot, and that will bring daily storm chances perhaps towards 4th of July weekend. But here comes the initial front that will kind of stall and we'll be dealing with for a while. This is Wednesday. It kind of fizzles out. You notice the Euro doesn't bring any rain in here. The GFS brings a little rain in here on Thursday. But bottom line, this front's going to be kind of stalled out just off towards our north Wednesday, Thursday before it gets another push. And that push will bring perhaps some rain chances in here late Thursday or Friday as it looks right now. Again, the Weather Service is a little, they're thinking rain maybe on Thursday. I don't really see the rain on Thursday right now. I think it'd be more of a Friday thing. The Euro doesn't see rain either day. It has this as kind of a dry front. Either way, we're going to have a frontal boundary that lays itself out right across the region by Thursday night and Friday. And then that will be the focus for as more Gulf moisture gets thrown into this finally. We haven't had a front that's had a lot of Gulf moisture. That will set the stage for some kind of shower and thunderstorm activity Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Where it ends up is the big question right now. The Euro is saying it's going to be southern half of the state, but we're going to watch this change as we go throughout the week. I could see a situation where we end up with some scattered storms around here out of this. I mean, you see how close it is to us. This is all along that stalled front. That's Saturday. This is Sunday. So 4th of July weekend, there's going to be storms around. And then here's Monday into Tuesday. You can see how it's just got scattered activity. It's not really well organized. The models don't really pick up on it very well. And then it's got this kind of clearing front that comes in here next Tuesday, kind of swipes everything out towards the east and clears us out. So the chance is there for some rain. If I had a hunch, and if I were making a forecast out of this and trying to fine tune when the rain is, after looking at all the models, I would probably say Friday we'll get some kind of thunderstorm activity in here. I kind of feel like this front is going to settle down to our south Saturday, Sunday, so that would keep us dry both days, but there's going to be storms somewhere close by. And that's the way I'm thinking right now. Again, this could change throughout the week. It probably will. And then in terms of, your 4th of July itself, who knows? Showers and thunderstorms around. Depends on if that front waffles back or not. One thing's for sure, we're not going to be completely dry all across the Great Lakes. It's not the setup that we have tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, where there's just no moisture, high pressure. There will be some storms around somewhere. So once you know, another 4th of July where we have a chance of thunderstorms, right? That happens every year. And sometimes we get some really big storms around the 4th of July. I don't know if Mother Nature doesn't like fireworks or what. Okay, I want to show you two more things, and then we'll get to your questions here on this evening. We'll get you on your way. The other thing I want to show you is the dew point. So this is the measure of moisture in the air. This tells you how humid it is, that muggy, thick feel, right? A couple weeks ago, we had some of the thickest dew points we've had, so far this year. They were up in the 70s, almost near 80 in spots. That was the tropical air mass. We have not seen that since. We had a little humidity with this last one. All the orange areas, that's where it's humid. The blue areas is where it's dry, so you don't feel the air. You've noticed how the dew points have come down today. It's very comfortable outside now, and we really stay that way. Here's tomorrow. Notice how all the humidity getting shoved down to the south along that front. So we have some very comfortable air moving in. So tomorrow's just downright comfortable, lots of sunshine. Tuesday, we stay comfortable as well. Wednesday, we stay comfortable as well. This stuff that you see out in the plains, this yellow that you see developing, this is simply the corn crop and all the crops that farmers have planted evaporating moisture in the atmosphere. That's not from the Gulf of Mexico. That is the crops evaporating. So you do get humidity from that. So this is the humidity starting to build back, but by all means, it's not here and it's not impressive. So we're still going to be very comfortable on Wednesday. Let's fast forward to Thursday. This is when our rain chances start to creep up a little bit. You notice on Thursday, we still have some dry air in here, but we're starting to collect some humidity from the Gulf of Mexico. So that's where your storm chances are. That's why I don't really see a rain chance on Thursday. It's not quite here yet. Here's Friday where it all kind of comes together. So Friday is going to be our first humid day around here this whole week after a gorgeous week. That's why I think we'll trip some storms on Friday. And then getting into the weekend, that frontal boundary settles right down to our south. This is Saturday into Sunday. Notice how we've got kind of drier air in here, but again, this could change. It's awful close to that line where we may end up with a humid weekend. And then here's 4th of July. Humidity really builds back across a good portion of the Great Lakes, and that will come with a chance of storms as well and some heat. Final thing I want to show you are temperatures. And 4th of July right now is looking pretty hot. But again, it's the confidence in it's not real high because the numbers are kind of all over the board with the models. But a very comfortable week. Our heat's going to build back. So, tomorrow we're in the 70s, just gorgeous, nice breeze as well. Tuesday, we'll do another day in the 70s to near 80. You can see Tuesday afternoon, we're low 80s for most of us. Lakeshore might be a little bit cooler. Here's Wednesday afternoon, upper 80s. So we are getting warmer. Remember, humidity is going to stay low, so not crazy terrible. Thursday will be our warmest day, low 90s probably. And that will be all the way up to the lakefront with a nice south wind. Humidity won't quite be here yet. Euro saying mid 90s actually Thursday. That went up. And then for the weekend, it all depends on where those storms lay out. So here's Friday, upper 80s near 90 with some humidity. Front, if it makes it through, will cool us down on Saturday. You can see 70s and 80s. Again, Saturday from 4th of July weekend. And then Sunday, 80s to near 90. And then here's Monday. This is 4th of July itself. Look at the heat, low 90s. So pretty hot day, actually mid 90s, says the Euro. And then we kind of get that front clearing that comes through and kind of cools us down into next week. So that's what we're looking at in terms of temperatures. Certainly seasonable for this time of year, but we're going to have some heat around, especially with that humidity. It does look like we get hot and a little bit more humid for your 4th of July weekend. So there's your storm chances, okay? All right, let's answer your questions for you and get you on your way. I hate wasting your time, and I hope you never feel like this is a waste of time. If it is, please tell me. I can take it. But this show, guys, is for you. I think most of you know that. So whatever, if there's information you need that you're not seeing, let me know. I'd be happy to share it with you. Let's see. All right. Hi, everybody. I got a lot of highs in there a little later. Mary says, love the sand angels and hope you had a good birthday. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, we took the kids to the beach today. And they had so much fun. I mean, they were just tickled. They were so tickled at the beach. We rarely go to the beach. I don't know why, but they just had a great time. And thank you very much. Hi, Jay. Thanks for joining us. Vicky, thank you. Appreciate that. Don joining us on our YouTube channel says about 1 3/8 inches just north of Route 30 in Valpo. Yeah, you're right in line. Don, boy, you're one of the lucky ones out of this one because a lot of people saw a lot less than that. So hopefully your lawn is at least less crunchy now from that. Vicky, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you for the stars. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tom, you're welcome as well. Certainly appreciate you. Hope the family's doing well there, Tom. So does anyone have any questions on anything? 'Cause if not, I mean, we can get on to our Sunday night. We'll have some fun. It's middle of summer. You guys have better things to do, I'm sure. So just to kind of recap, summarize what we've got going on this week. Lots of sunshine, low humidity all the way through Wednesday. We can pretty much guarantee it. Temperatures will build back from 70s to 80s to 90s eventually, but humidity stays low. Humidity comes back late Thursday, Friday. It'll probably stick around for the weekend through 4th of July. In terms of your 4th of July weekend forecast, my thinking right now is that we're going to have some kind of thunderstorm activity with a front on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I would throw isolated storms in there just because they're just down to our south. It's wherever that front settles. And then same thing for 4th of July as well. So, I could have told you this probably in December that our 4th of July weekend would have isolated or scattered storms around. But at least there's a chance all those days. And we could use the rain outside of fireworks shows and stuff like that. We could certainly use it for sure. Yeah, Jay, it certainly does, buddy. It looks like a true 4th of July weekend where we're going to have some heat, a little bit of humidity. Doesn't look like anything crazy, like no hundreds or anything like that. So I think that's good news. Just going to be very seasonable, we'll call it for that. Maxwell, yeah, we talked about the drought. We're abnormally dry, which is like basically a level 1 out of 4. There's a moderate drought down to the south. It's outside of our neck of the woods. We picked up anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain from Lake Porter into LaPorte County. So that's going to help. They'll either stay abnormally dry or go back to none in terms of drought. But I would imagine Newton and Jasper County and even Stark County, most of those counties may go, at least as far as I see it, they'll probably go to a moderate drought this Thursday. So keep in mind, Maxwell, they announced that they have a new drought monitor every Thursday. That's the only time they update it. They don't update it every single day. It's every Thursday they come out with a new drought category across the U.S. And that's just based on precip and deficits and stuff like that. So I think we'll see some improvement in Lake and Porter counties, even in the LaPorte County from that rain we just got, for sure. Kimberly says, hey, Matt, not a weather question, but are we still able to buy region weather shirts? Oh, I love that. That's great. You know what? So yes, you can. Just let me know. My supplier had so many shortages. It wasn't really anything it wasn't like the t-shirts or anything like that. It was like the phone holder, the coffee mug, stuff like that. There's all these supply chain shortages. You guys know that. It's so annoying. And so I talked to them about, kind of re-ramping all that stuff. And we're kind of in a fix right now on the website, if that helps. I get charged monthly for that just to have a store. So I told them to hold off the last 2 months. We can fire it back up again for sure. Kimberly, do me a favor, because I've got some extra shirts sitting around here. Do me a favor, let me know what size you would need. Because again, I've got some here. And I'm working on a new order with the supplier, but I probably wasn't planning on doing that till August, but we can do that for you for sure. But just private message us here on the Region Weather Facebook page if you can. Yeah, Amanda, awesome. The bees are doing well. So Amanda is huge. She's a total beekeeper. She's got tons of hives on her property, and she is just so knowledgeable. Amanda, thanks for just keeping us updated on that. and sharing that information. My sister's not going to do bees. I think I told you that a while ago. But anyway, I'm glad the bees are loving the clover there. Yeah, they love that stuff. I mean, a lot of people mow it down, but I mean, we like to keep it up because the bees just go clover to clover. That's great. Yeah, Adam, it's going to be fantastic. Kimberly got it. I don't think I have any larges left. Give me a second. Yeah, I have a medium, a small, a medium, and a medium, and a medium, and a small. That's it. That's all I have. So, Kimberly, stand by on that. It'll probably be August. I'm going to be completely honest with you on the region weather shirts. I can see us doing a contest for these small and mediums that I have here. If anyone is a small or a medium, let me know. It seems to be the size I'm sitting on. So maybe we can do some kind of giveaway or something like that. But just feel free to private message us just on the messages on Facebook. We'll respond to you. Okay. All right, everybody. That's it. I appreciate you guys very much. I hope you're enjoying your summer so far. Again, very summer-like week ahead. And we'll keep you updated. The whole point of region weather isn't to give you boring information about how it's going to be sunny every day. We're here when storms hit, right? That's when I really want you guys to be up ahead of the weather. We'll keep you prepared if there are storms coming that are going to be big. And I don't see anything until our next Region Weather Live, which is Wednesday night. Okay, so that's some good news. All right, you guys enjoy your Sunday night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking time out of your evening to chit chat here. And we'll talk to you again on Wednesday. We'll have updates on regionweather.com and on our Facebook page. Until then.